Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Salman Sheikh from Best Cloud Prep. This is the new services section of the AWS Solutions Architect Associate Exam Tips lecture. So let's start. So firstly we have AWS Global Accelerator. So it is a service that improves the availability and performance of your applications with local or global users. AWS Global Accelerator continually monitors the health of your application endpoints and redirects traffic to healthy endpoints in less than 30 seconds. Now, AWS Global Accelerator uses the AWS Global Network to optimize the path from your users to your application, improving the performance of your traffic by as much as 60%. Some of the use cases for Global Accelerator are, when you need to scale for increased application utilization, you'll use Global Accelerator. Other than this, if your application is latency sensitive, you can accelerate using Global Accelerator. Thirdly, when it comes to disaster recovery for multi-region and multi-availability zone resilience, you can use Global Accelerator. And in order to protect your applications. So wherever you see in a scenario where any of these or most of these points are there, then immediately think of Global Accelerator, because Global Accelerators can do all these things themselves. Now this is how it works. So you have a user. The traffic from a user client is sent to your AWS Global Accelerator, which is at an edge location. Your user's traffic enters the AWS Global Network at the closest edge location. So remember this. Now with AWS Global Accelerator, it directs traffic to the optimal endpoint based on proximity to client, health, and endpoint weights. So from Global Accelerator, the traffic is going to endpoint group, as you can see in the diagram. Your user's traffic traverses the AWS Global Network to the optimal endpoint group in an AWS region. Each endpoint group includes one or more application endpoints. So basically, your traffic reaches and endpoint group endpoints. Now, if you read endpoint, it's AWS Global Accelerator ensures that traffic is routed to the appropriate endpoint based on performance and policies that you can configure. So you can configure these performance and these policies for better performance of this. Now there is another feature that's called Elastic Fabric Adapter. This is new in AWS SAA C02. So this is basically a network interface for Amazon EC2 instances that enable customers to run HPC applications requiring high levels of inter-instance communication. So remember this, inter-instance communications. Think of Elastic Fabric Adapter. Like computational fluid dynamics, weather modeling, and reservoir simulation at scale on AWS. So this is how EFAA works. So you have Elastic Fabric Adapter to run HPC applications at scale on AWS. You create an EFA ENI, that is Elastic Network Interface, using Create Network Interface or EC2 console. You attach your EFA ENI to your Amazon EC2 instances, or EFA ENI can also be created as part of Run Instance call. So run your application on an EC2 cluster with EFA attached and experience the improved performance. This is again for improved performance. Then comes Elastic Network Adapter. This is ENA. Is a customer network interface optimized to deliver high throughput and packet per second performance and consistently low latencies on EC2 instances. Again, it is related to EC2 instances. Using ENA, customers can utilize up to 20 gigabits per second of network bandwidth on certain EC2 instance types. So remember this. Can you utilize up to 20 gigabits per second on network bandwidth? Then we have AWS Parallel Cluster. So it is an AWS supported open source cluster management tool that helps you to deploy and manage high performance computing clusters in the AWS cloud. So again, it is to deploy and manage HPC clusters in the AWS cloud. It is built on the open source CFN cluster project. AWS Parallel Cluster enables you to quickly build an HPC compute environment in AWS. So this is all you need to know about Parallel Cluster. Next comes Amazon FSx file systems. The Amazon FSx for Windows file server provides fully managed file storage that is accessible over the industry standard server message block protocol. So wherever you see SMB, immediately think of FSx. You can access Amazon FSx from Windows, Linux, or Mac operating systems, OS, compute instances, and devices running on AWS or on-premise. So remember this, either devices running on AWS or on-premise, you can access Amazon FSx. Next comes AWS Data Sync. So AWS Data Sync makes it easy for you to move data over the network between on-premise storage and AWS storage services. Data Sync automates both the management of data transfer processes and the infrastructure required for high-performance secure data transfer. Next comes AWS Directory Service. It lets you run Microsoft Active Directory as a managed service. So remember this. AWS Directory Service makes it easy to set up and run directories in the AWS cloud or connect your AWS resources with an existing on-premises Microsoft Active Directory. So as the name says, AWS Directory Service, you can integrate your existing Microsoft Active Directory with, or you can say, or connect it to your AWS resources. Now that is it, guys, for this section of the course. I would like to again acknowledge Google search, like Google engine, it's one of the best, and AWS official website. So I got all these new features from the AWS official website. If you have a time, please go and read through the white papers and their official learning material. Thank you, and hopefully